Hello everyone, Laura here with Joyful Miles. Channel is all about inspiring others to enjoy life 1 mile at a time. Welcome to day 2 of Vlogtober.
It's Vlogtober with Joyful Miles and Running with Grace. It's Vlogtober.
Vlogtober is where YouTubers put up a video every single day in October. Taking on this challenge was just way too much for me at this time, so I am teaming up with Heather Jorgensen over at the Running with Grace channel. So if you want to get the full scoop, she just put up a video yesterday where we talk about how we got started in YouTube and running and how we met each other, and then we get into topics that are going to be coming up throughout the month. So you definitely want to head on over there. I am posting the link up here and below as well, and check it out. Now for today, I am kicking things off with a Run Disney tag. Oh my gosh, I love doing tags, and especially if it has anything to do with Run Disney. And Heather will be following up with her own answers tomorrow. So let's jump right in. Okay, first question. How did you first discover Run Disney? It was 2012. If you're a Disney fan, then you are familiar with the touringplans.com. They have a chat group in there called Lines, and a bunch of people formed a Facebook group for losing weight, and I somehow stumbled into that group. Some folks were talking about doing the 2012 Princess Half Marathon, and I did a Google search, and oh my gosh, it was like a whole new world. I mean, there's these amazing pictures of women wearing tiaras and tutus and pink. And I was at a very bad point in my life. I wasn't yet recovered from my eating disorder. And I never even wore pink, which those who know me well, you're going to be like, what? Because I love pink. But someone told me that I was too old to wear pink, and I believed them. So yeah, I was not in a good place mentally. And I wanted to do the 2012, but I got a hysterectomy instead in December, which, whew, that was a relief. But I did sign up the next year, and that is going to be discussed in another question. Number 2, how many Run Disney races have you done? A lot. And I mean a lot. Let's see, I just earned my 50th Run Disney medal during the Disneyland Half Marathon. I am going to be putting up a video about that, but right now this is what my medal rack looks like. My husband needs to put up my extender bars. It's quite messy, no room. But yes, I've done 15 race weekends, 11 challenges, and 36 races. I don't even want to add up what those fees were, because that would be a lot. Number 3, what was your first Run Disney race? So getting back to the story before, I did sign up for the 2013 Princess Half Marathon, and oh my goodness, what an experience. What an experience. I loved it. I just loved the sparkle and the tiaras and the tutus of everything. Just, it was wonderful. And after I finished the half marathon, you know, I came out and I met up with my husband, and he just saw this look of joy in my face, and he was like, you're going to want to do that again, aren't you? And I was like, yes, absolutely yes. I fell in love. I actually fell in love with Run Disney before I fell in love with running. But that story is something that we get into for a Joyful Miles podcast. I will be putting the link up when it goes live. Number 4, what is your favorite Run Disney race weekend? Really hard question. I mean, okay, let's see. If I could only register for one Run Disney race a year, it would be Princess, because you know it's like my heart. It was my first. I could not miss Princess. Also, I'm Legacy for the glass slipper. Well, now it's the Fairy Tale Challenge. You know, not that pulls a lot of weight, but yeah, I would not like to give that up. I have to say Marathon Weekend, though, is my favorite. I love the athletic vibe. I love the challenge of Dopey. I love the feeling there. Disneyland Half Marathon is a very, very, very close second. They're practically tied. Again, it's a charming, lovely race weekend. Fantastic vibe. I love it. And I hope and pray that they keep having that. So there you go. With Princess Half Marathon at the 3rd spot. Number 5, what is your least favorite Run Disney weekend? I I have to say wine and dine, which isn't fair. Only because I remember what it was like as a night race, and I absolutely loved that. It was like a totally different experience. But when you really think about it, it's a great weekend because what other weekend do you get an after party? So maybe I need to cut it some slack, and I guess I'm going to say Tink. Don't hate. I'm sorry, Tink lovers. It's just, yeah, I just didn't click with that weekend as much. Maybe I need a redo if it comes back. What is your favorite park to run through? Again, tough one to answer. Okay, for Disneyland, maybe I'm cheating a little bit, but for Disneyland, it has to be California Adventure and Paradise Pier. It is just stunning with the lights and the whole carnival feel, and you have, Mickey's wheel all lit up and World of Color fountains going. It's simply gorgeous. I love running through that. And close second would be Radiator Springs. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. For Disney World races, I'm going to say Animal Kingdom. It is my favorite of the four parks, and I've only been able to run through it, a handful of times for each of the marathons and the Jingle Jungle 5K. Number 7, what is your favorite Run Disney medal? Again, I'm going to be doing a separate Run Disney medal tag when I do my medal rack up again, and I'm going to be answering a lot more questions about the Run Disney medals. But for now, I have to say this is Jackie and I's favorite when we did our 2016 medal. It's the Tink. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love the design. So maybe it's not my favorite race weekend, but it's definitely still my favorite race medal. You got a spinner, and look at these colors, just absolutely gorgeous. So yes, my favorite. Number 8, what is your favorite Run Disney shirt? This one. I love the black shirts, and this one has the pink on it. I absolutely love this shirt, and I love the long sleeve ones, especially this dopey one from 2016. I know some people didn't like the colors. I loved it because it was kind of like dopey colors himself. I have worn this sucker so many times. It has stains, and yeah, it's taken up quite a beating, but absolutely love both of these. What are 3 of your songs on your Run Disney playlist? I rarely ever listen to music during Run Disney races. Out of the 36 races that I have done, I've only brought earbuds for 2, and only during one did I actually use them. It was during the 2015 marathon weekend half marathon. And I was not, it was just one of those races where everything was wrong. I got no sleep the night before. I was doing the Goofy Challenge, so I was very uptight about that. Jackie woke up to find me bawling my eyes out. I just, and everything was wrong. My stride was wrong. The way I was dressed was wrong. I stripped my, warm clothes too soon, so I was freezing. It's just, I was falling apart mentally. And I needed music. So I put on Sing by My Chemical Romance, and I just I put that on. I cranked it as loud as I could while still being safe. And I just hauled. I just ran. And then I listened to Heroes by David Bowie because, hello, David Bowie. And then Centuries by Fall Out Boy. So those would be my top 3 for just really getting my butt going. And I needed it. Next question. Do you go for PR or do you not worry about time? If you know me, you know that I do not go for PR. Nothing against people who do. Your race, your pace, your game, no shame. I love to put on the brakes and just slow down and get character photos and laugh with my friends and take video and just be silly. And in fact, for the Disneyland 5K, oh my gosh, I think Jackie, Kimberly, and I set a reverse PR. I mean, it was like 2 hours. It was crazy, crazy long time. We started at the very beginning of Corral A, and we were like one of the last people to finish. But you know what? We got our money's worth. Speaking of stopping, what characters do you always stop for? Well, if it's the princess, it's Captain Jack. I mean, come on. It's Captain Jack. Even during Wine and Dine Splash and Dash in 2014, there was a crazy line for him, and I had to get in line, and it was like one of my only race photos that turned out nice, so a little grateful about that. For other races, it's Mickey and Minnie. If Mickey and Minnie are out together, then I have to get a photo with them. I did that for the 2014 Princess Half Marathon. That was when they would have characters right near the castle. It was an insane long line, and it was hot that year. Oh my goodness, I was like dripping sweat the whole time in line. But they were wearing like their purple royal gear, and I had a purple skirt on, and I had to stop for this character photo. It's one of my absolute favorite character photos. I just wish that I wasn't at that stage still where I was tucking my shirt into my skirt. But otherwise, yes, I will always stop for Mickey and Minnie, and we actually did that during the Disneyland 5K. Was it a 5K? I think so. Anyway, I'll put a note if it's not that one. The line was insanely long, but we had to stop. We had to get that picture. Next question. What is your favorite pre-race meal? Definitely the Wave at Contemporary. That's awesome. And Via Napoli in Epcot because pizza. What is your favorite post-race meal? Ohana's. Oh my gosh, Ohana's. We have done dinner at Ohana's for the past 5 years after the Princess Half Marathon, and we are going to be doing it again in 2018. Oh my gosh, it's like the pot stickers and the noodles. Oh my gosh, and you're finally at that stage where you can just shove food in with no consequences the next day on race day. So that's what I do. I shove it in. 2 more to go. Favorite costume in which you've run? That is a really hard one. We actually did a video where we each shared our top 5 favorites. I have to say I loved what Jackie and I wore for Disneyland 5K, the Wilderness Explorer. The colors were gorgeous. It was a beautiful costume. And for 2017 Princess 10K, we were the sorority sisters from Monsters University. We had the wigs, which was a big mistake, but the colors were beautiful and pink and purple, and we had so much fun. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. But I have to go with the Monsters University cheerleaders. We wore it for Wine and Dine, and again for the Disneyland 10K. It's just a fun, colorful costume. We do it with a bunch of other ladies, and it's fun. It's a fun costume, so that is my number 1. Final question. Favorite costume you've seen someone else wear? Well, pretty much anything that Cindy Copley from Copley Couture has ever worn. Oh my gosh, I saw her in her 60th Disneyland anniversary costume, and I gasped. Her Toy Story Mania for the Disneyland Half Marathon was just stunning. But I'm going to give it to Sarah from the Not Real Runners podcast, who went as Stinky Pete for the Disneyland 10K. I mean, and I'm telling you, she nailed it. She had the beard and the box and the overalls. I mean, to perfection. And it was hot. It was like blazing hot. And girl still knocked it out. Absolutely gorgeous costume. Definitely kudos for you, Sarah. That was brilliant. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. But hey, if you're a YouTuber or blogger and you'd like to join into the fun, go ahead and answer these Run Disney tag questions that I'm going to be listing below and send me a link. Or if you just would like to comment below and share your favorites, I would love to hear your answers. Also, come on over to our Joyful Miles Running Club Facebook group. It's not for promotion, it's just for us to get to know you and for people to chat and inspire each other and talk about running and Run Disney. We would love to have you join us. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more notifications because there's going to be a lot. It's going to be a long month. And also definitely head over to Heather's channel. Everything's going to be linked below. Give her a subscribe and get ready for the next round of Run Disney tag questions coming tomorrow. Until then, take care and have a joyful day. Bye, everybody.